we are going to buy into the illusion of happiness in the form. We're going to buy into the form because we're human beings, because that's the human experience, is constantly creating a form. So she was talking about happiness as in happy for no reason, and happiness as in happy for a reason. So she's saying we look more and more towards the happy for no reason, and that's the true feeling of joy. But of course, because we're human beings, we will get caught in the illusion sometimes of happiness born out of what I can have and what I can do. We just will, and we just will. It kind of gets us off the hook as well. We are human beings, and we will start trying to find meaning or create form.
Yeah.
But it's just good to know that the place of home, the happy for no reason place, is just there.
I think for me, when I drop into that place of home, then there's nothing more. There doesn't need to be anything more.
Yeah.
It just is. It's not. I don't need to know anymore. I don't need to. It just is.
Because you've got access to the whole lot. You're just open to the whole, everything. Yeah. Everything. You're in it. Yeah, you are it. You're in it.
The gate is open.
The gate is open. There's not. Yeah. And yeah, that's so true. And I think what she's saying is, and we will pop out of that because we're human beings.
Yeah, because we live in a world of form, don't we?
Yeah. And I think what I was saying is I've found myself being at home more than I used to, just without doing anything, but just by looking in a direction, not trying, just like listening. I spoke to someone the other day, and someone just contacted me, and I happened to be at my computer and said, "Can you coach me now?" I was like, "Yeah, I can." And that was so fantastic, and that was during when I was feeling quite low, and but instantly I just felt in a place of love. I felt a place of absolute love, and it was so lovely because I was able to help him, and it was so helpful for me because I dropped into home.
Yeah.
I dropped into home out of love. It's not something I'm in love with, just love for a person.
Yeah.
I just dropped into it instantly. And I think that's one of the things that helped me just pop out of the low state. That was the beginning of me popping out of the low state. It's funny when you get to home how it just isn't. It's just nothing to say.
It is, isn't it? I think in those moments there's nothing to see, there's nothing to work out anymore. Yeah, it's just a nice place to hang out, isn't it?
It's funny to try and explain that to someone at the beginning, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So like, no, I've got to figure this out.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no words around that. That's kind of just where it ends, isn't it? It's like I can't go beyond that.
It's so funny. It's just so funny. He just gets his place and go, oh. It's just like, it's just, yeah.
But I suppose it's what the direction then is. Direction then is about what you can. You can just hang out there, can't you? Or you can kind of look at what's possible from there. So I suppose that's not going. That's like, for me, that's not going. So I almost see it as a directions, as in like, to me, you're going back further and further till you get home.
Yeah.
Not that you have to go back through these to get there, but that's how I kind of I see it, and then until I get a different insight, it tells me different. There's nowhere to go beyond home, but a different direction of what's possible then from that place of home.
Tell me more.
Oh, I don't know. So that I can't see. There's no more understanding for me beyond home.
Yeah.
But what is possible for me from that position of being home. Does that make sense?
Maybe it feels good.
So it's what you said about opening gates.
Yeah.
So for that place of home, kind of gates are open. It's almost like another being in another in another field. So the gates have opened, right? You're in the home field, but then there's nowhere else in that field. But that in itself opens a gate to another field in a different direction. So what's possible from being in that place of home?
So there are places you can go from home.
I don't know. Have I just seen this?
Oh wow. Do you know what just came up for me? As a hypnotherapist, I'm assuming you would have done this technique. But when you said, when you get to this field and there's nothing else, I was just sort of lying on the grass looking up at the sky, kind of chewing on a clover or something, Just in that sort of like, those sort of days of just being in nature, and it feels really good, and watching the clouds or something. And then there's a technique in hypnosis, or it was more NLP actually, where you get stuck. You're doing a timeline, and someone might get stuck, and you do drop through.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you said, I don't know where you'd go next, I was thinking of drop through.
Right,
So I was lying on the grass. I was just thinking.
I'm not even sure now. You saying that about being in that field, home field, laying back and enjoying that. Whether you actually go anywhere, but it's just what is possible from that place.
Yeah.
So that's kind of laying back in that field, enjoying that place, but almost opening up a different sky above you, I was going to say.
Oh my god. Wow. I just keep getting the words limitless possibilities.
Yeah.
And this is too small a description. I don't even know why like, the clouds changing shape in limitless, limitless form that they can take. I was kind of saying that, but I love when you say in the sky beyond the sky. That's just like, yeah. I know. I was just busy making form, and actually,
yeah. So it's like nowhere else to go. There's not a place beyond that, but it just changes everything.
yeah.
So it changes the perspective, changes the view.
And this doesn't compute for me at all, but I get the feeling. Yeah. And I know that's all that matters.
Yeah, yeah. Because if you see a different sky above you, that changes everything, doesn't it? Good.
I kept saying about the gates opening. They weren't in the field particularly. Anyway, I don't even know if I've seen them. The gates opening. That's just like a massive version of it. It's like the sky opens. It's just like a bigger. Like I was describing earlier, feeling connected to something, some truth, and sensing that as a child. That was quite. As I was describing it, it's quite. Well, ordinary is not quite the word, but it was sort of on a domestic level. That's like what you're describing is like the industrial scale somehow. It's just like, yeah. But actually, I keep hearing one thing I keep hearing about is the ordinariness of it. So a few people I've been talking to, I've been listening to, have been pointing to the ordinariness of this, which I don't quite get yet because it still feels quite special to me. But I think when I look back to when I was a child, yeah, it was just ordinary. But it was like, wow, I've got this. But it was just that sort of, when you were talking about the safety thing, it felt quite safe because I thought, obviously didn't listen to it all my life. I lost touch with it at some point. I remember thinking, wow, I know this. I just know. I know what to do. I know what to say. I just know. I know when not to speak because I'm kind of present. Well, I didn't put it into those words, but because I was present, I just knew. And that's quite small. It's quite kind of like, yeah, I just know, and that's all I have to do is just be moment to moment, and I'll just know. Yeah. Even though I don't know what's going to happen, I'll know what to do or not to do. Or if I don't know what to do, that's okay as well. Because children often don't know what to do, so they just do nothing. And that's cool. You just wait until you know.
Yeah.
And so I love the sky opening and the sort of, I love that. And then I just remembered how it can be ordinary as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, seeing a different sky above you doesn't have to. It just means what it means, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you can see. And there's that sky of limitless possibility. It means you can. Just there.
I love it. The sky of limitless possibility. Oh look, we've got a sky of limitless possibility today. What should we do? Or what should we wait and see what happens?
Yeah, exactly. It's like where you can. Yeah, you can. It doesn't matter to do what you want to do.
It makes me think of the Faraway Tree. Did you ever read that when you were a kid? Enid Blyton's Faraway Tree.
My daughter's reading that at the moment. She's got the books, yeah.
I used to love that. To go up the tree and it's different world every day.
Yeah.
And I thought that was imaginary.
Yeah.